Hello, Drum World. Welcome to the Dixon booth at the 2016 NAMM Show. We got some great things to show you this year, starting with our flagship drum set series called Artisan. Artisan consists of 3 different shell types. We have Artisan Maple, Ultra Maple, Maple Babinga, and also Artisan Limited is where it's kind of our playground to have fun with different colors and shell types. But to start, I'm going to show you some of our new finishes. And that starts right here with our lucite green stripe. Lucite green stripe is shown here on Ultra Maple. Ultra Maple is our 4mm shell, maple shell, inspired by artist Gregg Bissonette. This is one of the first kits that we built in a color other than Gregg Bissonette's seafoam green that you see on tour with him. So not only is it a fantastic color, it's our state-of-the-art shell in a great look, great configuration. Also new, a new color is behind me, which is Blue Lagoon. Blue Lagoon is featured on our Maple Babinga Hybrid in a cool little bop set. So we not only have hybrid shell Babinga Maple, we have cool configuration and an awesome color. Also down on the other end of the stage, you'll see an awesome Cordia kit. It's our Artisan Maple with an outer ply of Cordia in a wax satin finish, highlighted by bronze plated hardware. That's a concept kit, so don't get too attached to it. You can't see it or you can't buy it, but it's an example of all the things that Dixon can do to make your special look and sound on the high end. So Dixon is into making life easier for drummers, and I have 2 good examples here. Number 1, everybody has a cajon, or most everyone has a cajon. Last year we showed our latest innovation, which is our Cajon Pedal Plus, which is a cajon, primarily a cajon pedal, but also detaches from the anchor base and clamps onto any other stand to trigger or to strike any percussion. So ultimate versatility in one cajon pedal. Now, to expand on that this year, we're adding components to where you can build on the drum set concept of turning your cajon into a drum kit. So what we're doing is we're adding a drum package, starting with a cool little auxiliary snare with jingles in the shell, snares on the bottom of the batter head for a nice little effect. Cool, small so that it's intimate, not overwhelming on the sound. But the point is now we can take all these components and start to build a drum set around our cajon and cajon pedal. So this will be either sold as a snare drum individually or with a tom and a floor tom that all nest into a cool little backpack bag. So you can take any of these components, any hardware you might have or any hardware you might need to buy, and create a little rhythmic playground, whether it's fun for the non-drummer, the hobbyist, or a cool little gig kit for a professional drummer. Also at NAMM 2016, Dixon is unveiling its new bass drum pedal called Precision Coil. If you've seen the prototype in the past, this is now the finished production model that'll be in store soon. Precision Coil utilizes a compression spring as opposed to a rocking spring like 90% of the pedals in the world. Not that this is going to replace those. This gives drummers another option to adapt their particular technique to their style. So this pedal tends to be more precise in movement. There's less parts, so there's less motion and energy wasted on navigating that extra motion. So you simply loosen the key head screw to disengage the spring, and this knob on the end is an easy adjustment. As you see the key head screw moving down the groove, you see the spring tightening up. So it goes from tight to loose in about, I would say 8 to 10 revolutions of the knob. So in between, you have a range of different feels, a precise feel. The footboard rarely leaves the bottom of your foot. So precision, control, precision coil. So speaking of making life easier for drummers, we also have another traditional option, and that is in Dixon Jet Set Plus. Jet Set Plus is our traveler kit, but our traveler kit has different playing options. Number one, in how you play it, the configuration you play. You can do a sit-down version in a cool little 5-piece, or you can extend the tom holder up to where the drum set can be played standing. You can take the snare drum, which also has a mount, add it to the third L arm on the tom holder, and have a stand-up kit with snare and 2 toms. In addition, you can reverse the drum set from audible of regular drum heads to the mesh resonance side for quiet practice. So a quick flip of the drum goes from audible practice to quiet practice. Same thing applies to the bass drum, because all the brackets are mounted on center, so if you reverse the drum, you really don't know it. You don't notice. Same thing on the spur on the bass drum. All you do is reverse the spur, switch the bass drum pedal platform from the back to the front, and you're ready to go on the mesh side for quiet practice on the entire kit. So, 2 ways to play it, 2 ways to perform audible or practice silent. Another great innovation from Dixon to make life easier for drummers.